Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Giorgio Armani Face Fabric Foundation. I asked you guys on Instagram if you want to see a review on this foundation. So here it is. As I do in all of my foundation reviews, I'm going to start by giving you guys information about the foundation, and then we're going to apply it, and then we'll do check-ins throughout the day to see how it's wearing. So starting with the information, I have mine in the shade 8, which I did my best to match myself online. I don't know if this is gonna match me because it did say tan with a neutral undertone. Once I got it in the mail, I did swatch it on the back of my hand, and it appeared to be a little red, so we'll see how it looks on the skin. This foundation is a second skin lightweight foundation. That's what it says on the website, and then on the actual box it says second skin makeup. Another thing that I want to point out about that swatch, when I swatched it on the back of my hand, it was so smooth. It's the smoothest I've ever felt with a foundation, and I guess that's because it is a mousse to powder finish that I'm kind of scared about because I don't want to look super powdery, but it is for normal combination oily skin types, which I have oily skin, so that powderiness may help the foundation last longer throughout the day. We'll see. It has 12 different shades, not as much as the Luminous Silk and the Power Fabric foundation that they have. This foundation has 1.35 fluid ounces, which is a little bit more than how foundations normally come, which foundations normally come 1 fluid ounce. It is a light buildable coverage, so I'm not going to get full coverage with this foundation, which may not be a bad thing. We'll see. The foundation, this is what it looks like. Now, this foundation is actually not new. They brought it back from the research that I did on this foundation is that they discontinued it. I don't know why. It looks a little bit different than what it looked like before they discontinued it, just a little bit as far as the packaging. This foundation is supposed to blur the look of pores and imperfections with a natural matte finish, and it reduces redness and dull uneven texture. I'm gonna shake up the foundation a little bit, and you're supposed to apply this with your fingertips. This is what it looks like. It's not really moving down my hand, so it's more of a thicker texture. This feels so nice. It appears to be a little, almost light for me, but I didn't think it was gonna look light. I don't even know how much coverage I just got just then. It really looks like I got close to nothing as far as coverage with this foundation, but it feels so nice. Like I can't stop blending it in to even look in a mirror to figure out if I got some coverage. It is buildable, so let me go back in the areas that I want more coverage. And it did get rid of the redness I had next to my nose pretty good. My skin looks really nice with this. Like it just looks really smooth. And I'm gonna build on top of there and a few places on my forehead. And a little bit down here. This feels so nice. Like it really does, like it's called the Face Fabric. It really does feel like a type of fabric. I don't even know what type, but it feels so smooth. And you can build it because that covered that blemish pretty nice as far as the redness. It didn't cake up on top of the blemish. It just covered it. It just feels so nice. And I like the way that it looks. I don't even know if I'm supposed to set this. And it doesn't really feel like I need to go and wash my hands. Like it doesn't seem like a thick thing. I'm just taking a napkin to just wipe off the foundation. Usually I feel like I need to go wash my hands, but it just seemed like it's came right off on the napkin. That may not be a good thing. It may come right off my face, but I like this so far. It doesn't give like super amazing coverage, but it doesn't claim to. So for natural days, I definitely would like to wear this. It seemed like it covered enough for me for days when I just want to do something quick. And it did layer really nice on that area. I mean, you can still see that little baby scar, but it layered really nice, and it layered nice on the blemish. So like always, I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup, and just to show you guys what concealer I'm going to use and the powder that I use to set it. And yeah, we'll be right back. So it seems like when I set my nose with that MAC Patrick's powder, that it took some of the coverage off of my nose. You can kind of see how it looks a little bit patchy right there, right in this region. But other than that, nothing crazy happened. So I wanted to show you guys what the foundation looks like right now. I feel like that the foundation looks a little lifeless. I added a little bit of bronzer, and I'm about to add highlight because it really needs like some life into it. But I want to show you guys what it looks like if you're not into doing the bronzer and the highlight and blush. So it looks a little lifeless. That's really my only complaint. It does seem like it dried to what looks like a very powdery finish, which it tells you that. It says it dries mousse to powder with a powdery finish. So it did just that. I just don't think that that's my preference. So I love the way that it felt when I applied it, but I am going to need to add some other things to just bring some life to it. So I did add some bronzer, but I'm adding more bronzer. So I'm using the NARS Casino bronzer. And this eye look, by the way, is from my previous tutorial. I just did the exact same look. I just added lashes. And I'm going to add the same highlight I used in my previous video, the Black Radiance Flawless highlight. It was really a bronzer, but I use it as a highlight. And for blush, I'm going to add the Tarte Dazzled blush. I know this is not what you guys got on here for. This is turning into a tutorial. Just want to show you guys how I'm adding life to it. And then I'm going to actually spray my face too to kind of try to get rid of the powdery look. And this is the CoverGirl All Day Setting Mist. So I finished applying the rest of my makeup, and this is how my face looks. I think it looks a lot better once I added the highlights and the setting spray. Before that, I didn't too much like the way that the powdery look was looking. I also think that the foundation may be a little bit too light for me, just because it's giving me that ashy kind of look. It doesn't just look light. Like some foundations look like the actual brownness of it is lighter, and then there are other foundations that it gives you a grayish tone because it's lighter. This one seems like it's giving me a little bit of a gray look. So yeah. This is how the foundation is looking now. It is currently 11:01, so I'm going to update you guys in a few hours to see how the foundation is looking. I'm hoping that because it does have a powdery look, that I'm going to be able to wear this foundation for a long period of time throughout the day, but we'll see. So just keep on watching. So hey guys, it is 3:10 p.m. so it's been on about 4 hours at this point, and I'm not oily. I am creased in my smile lines, not so much on my forehead, but definitely in my smile lines. So yeah. Sorry about my lipstick. It's just like I didn't put it on twice, and it's kind of breaking up. Ooh. And then when I touch it, more comes off. Okay, ignore that. Do I have it in here? Okay, I got a little lipstick I can put on top. Oh, my god, it changes the color of it though. Okay, so I just had a minor issue with my lipstick, so that's why it may look a little different. Anyway, back to the makeup. So far it looks pretty good. For this foundation, I want you guys to keep in mind that I'm reviewing the foundation. I'm not reviewing the shade, which means I picked the foundation shade that's closest to my skin tone. It's only 12 shades, so this was the best that I could do. I'm already aware that the foundation doesn't match me. I'm more so reviewing the wear time and how it wears throughout the day. Another thing before we leave, I just really think that this foundation makes my skin look very smooth. I really like that about this. And of course, it felt really nice when I was applying it. Ooh. And my skin still feels nice, still feels very soft. So we're gonna keep this on, like I said, for a few more hours and see how it's looking. So hey guys, it is 7:30 p.m. So it's been about 8.5 hours that I've worn this foundation. I am starting to get a bit shiny next to my nose, and my smile lines are a bit more creased than the previous check-in, but my skin still looks super smooth. And with blotting papers, I really can just dab that up and keep going. But it really is still looking nice. The only thing is just, of course, the shade isn't perfect to my skin tone. I actually think I'm still gonna wear this foundation even though it doesn't match me completely, just because I love the way that it felt when I put it on. So yeah, that's the only thing. If you can find your shade in this foundation, then that is everything. And I wish I was you. So I definitely would recommend this if you have the skin types that they actually recommend for this foundation: normal, combination, and oily skin types. If you have dry skin, you can try this too. It would depend on the severity of your dry skin if I would recommend to try it, but you can give it a try and then you can always return it if it doesn't work out for you. It does have slight flashback. When I turn off the lights in a room and take a flash photo, it has slight flashback, but in natural daylight, it looks really nice with flash. Let me know, of course, as always, if you've tried this foundation and what you think. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe and thumbs up, and I promise I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.